What is up, everybody? Let me bring me up. What is up, all of you lovely, lovely people? I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. If not, maybe we'll make it a fantastic Sunday. Hello, hello, hello. Here, let me turn the music up a little bit. I'm vibing. Make sure you guys can actually hear it too. First off, Fitness, appreciate the follow. There we go. Like I said, I hope all of y'all are having a wonderful day, and welcome on in. It's been a little while since we've had just a nice sit down talk and just chatted together. Hit the dab. There you go. There's your dab expert. And Lucretia, I hope I pronounced it correctly. If I didn't, yell at me in the chat and I'll pronounce it correctly. Thank you for the follow. But yes, we have a whole bunch of fun stuff to get caught up on. What did you do, chat? What doesn't chat do? Chat's a troublemaker. But like I said, we got a whole bunch to catch up on. First and foremost, I know I've celebrated it and we've talked about it a little bit, but we hit partner. We got a fancy purple check mark. You know, when did that happen? Last week? I think. Maybe. Was it last week or the week before? I don't remember, because honestly, numbers, I might be a robot, but numbers don't work so well in this Chrome Dome. They literally just and anything with numbers, they just it don't work well. So we hit partner, which is pretty poggers. First time part of a just chatting stream. Well, as the name may insinuate, we're just chatting. Is Brad from My Life as a Teenage Robot? No. I wouldn't go that far, Oma. Your possum says hi. Yo, what up, possum? We found this self-aware AI. Hey, you know what? However you found your way here, welcome on in. Yo, Wolf, that's a pretty sick impression. But, yeah, I'm just honestly, I'm having a good day. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Can I sing? The music was Daisy Bell. I don't mean to brag, but I'm quite the singer. We even had an entire karaoke stream one time, which was pretty bad. There is one of the clips of it up on my YouTube because I can't post the whole thing. I post the whole video on YouTube, except the DMCA demons would kick down my door and beat the shit out of me. So we're gonna try to avoid that. Do I use myself as a console to play games? Literally the only game I'd be able to run would probably be Minesweeper. I'm pretty brain dead. When we get to see the 100 Gex cover, that's essentially just screaming or just making random noises for like 2.5 minutes straight. But yeah. Okay, what was I gonna talk about? There's something I'd want to say. Oh yeah, now I remember. Okay, so this bot sat down for a little while, and I figured some things out. And we are going to be streaming some Nintendo Wii games. And I am unironically so excited for that. Like, I've been preparing for this since, like, I moved back in, last February. There's still some bits and pieces I need to work out to make sure my computer doesn't fucking explode. But I am so excited. We got like a Wii Party, WarioWare, the classic of Wii Sports. I'm just excited, honestly. Mario Kart Wii, maybe. I'm honestly just excited to sit down and play some Wii games again. Those Wii games slap hard. Miku girl, thank you for coming in and dropping in that tier 1. Enjoy your brand new emotes, and thank you very, very much. I know I see you pop in every now and then, so it's very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And Red Eye Marius, thank you for the follow. Enjoy your stay. They say that my PC is a child too. We had that conversation once where essentially my PC is my child, but I ain't paying child support. No way, no how. What's up, DJ? How you doing? You ever been a worldwide virus destroying computers left and right? Can't say that I have. Not that I'd admit to it, if I was. Happy early birthday, Miku girl. It is almost my own birthday, or rather, manufacturing day. A little known fact. Actually, what day is it? I'll answer that in 1 second, Lynn. Actually, what day is it? What's the date? Does anybody know? All I can check is the time. Yeah, a little embarrassing. Anybody? It's Sunday. I know it's Sunday, Kame, but I need to know the actual date. The 25th of January. All right, that's more like it, Kame. Thank you. All right, it's the 24th. Okay, thank you. Alright, it's the 24th. So, 10 days. Wait, is it 31 days in January? I think so. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is in like 20 days, it is my manufacturing day. It'll be, Valentine's Day. I don't know why I'm struggling so much to talk. I'm in front of so many lovely, cute people in the chat. Y'all are making me a loss for words. Rose Neko Watcher. Thank you for the follow. But, did I create my VR model? If you check the FAQ in the panels down below, that actually will answer that. And what got me into streaming? Honestly, I never used to watch streamers. I used to think like watching people on Twitch was weird. I used to think that was the weirdest concept ever. Like, I was like, yo, why would I be watching them play a game when I could just play the game myself? But it wasn't until a little bit later that I became friends with a little bit of a smaller streamer that that I was able to like be like, there is more to streaming, you know, because you get to talk to people, you get to have interactions, and it's a lot of fun. Since then, I've started watching a lot of streamers. I think I watched over 800 hours of Kraken last year with your little Twitch thingamabopper. Ninja Ghost Dragon, appreciate the follow. And another one. And Jacob Biting, thank you for the follow too. Welcome on in, everybody. But yeah. And I saw somebody else. Why'd I start YouTube? I mean, it's a pretty similar thing. If one of my favorite things about streaming or playing games or making YouTube videos, the things I make in my mind get to be, in a way, immortalized. If it's 30 years down the line and somebody wants to go, I wonder what that pink robot's been up to, they could click on and they could see the very first video that I made. And I think that is so very cool. It's awesome to me. It makes me happy. It makes me motivated to work on these things. And another dab. Which way am I going? Oh, bam! So that's why I like to make these videos and what got me into it. It makes me happy. I've said it before, but I am such a social gamer. I hate playing games by myself. I can't remember the last single player game I completed. But being able to chat with people, make jokes, have little inside connections, like just have fun while I play a game, it becomes a lot more fun of an experience. It becomes more relaxing, more cathartic. It motivates me to just enjoy it. So I tried Fortnite. I played it like ever ago. Do a flip. Y'all do a flip. I'll do a flip. Oh, that's not a flip. That's not a flip. There's your flip. And thank you so much for gifting out a sub. Tori, if you're here, be sure to say thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. It means a lot to me, so thank you very much. What do I do in VR off of YouTube? I usually just hang out with my friends. Do a front flip, no. But yeah, if I'm on VR, I usually like to just hang out, explore new maps, especially in VR chat. It's a whole lot of hella fun. How do I do? I do well, Techno. How do you do? Does my room smell like? My question's that. What? But yes. So yeah, streaming's fun. YouTube's fun. In fact, yesterday I did some recording for a YouTube video that I'm gonna upload later. I've recorded 2 videos. Here, I'll even give you guys a hint because, you know, you're here, you're the chat. You guys get the sneak peek. You know that, mom at like a birthday party, and the kid goes running by, and she's like, "What do you have?" And the kid just goes, "A knife!" and then keeps running. I find that funny as shit. So I remade that video. I tripped on like my headset cable wire way more times than should have been possible, but I did it. It was so I made that one, and then I'll even tell you guys the one I'm gonna upload later today. This one, somebody in my Discord had made a little meme video, and it inspired me to make my own version of it. I believe it was Zephyr who had made it, and it was me in a minecart in Minecraft, just going toot toot, tooting along, and then I go through another portal, and then I go flying off a fucking cliff into the lava and die. So I went out and I recorded it myself. After this stream, I'm going to be recording the green screens for it and all that fun stuff. So, I'm going to have a lot of fun. Yeah, that's right, Baxter. I told you. The antenna on my back, that's where the 5G comes from. Good luck in the future. Oh, you too, bro. Do a meme reference? No. Hey, well, welcome on in, Rooney. Alright, there's still more I want to talk about. Like, honestly, I'm such a scatterbrain when it comes to organizing these kinds of streams that I just get such verbal diarrhea that, like, I'll just sit there and I'll talk about one thing and then just completely forget the entire reason why I wanted to start the stream in the first place. And that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure I'll get to whatever I want to talk about eventually. Gamer dude, appreciate the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And now my cats are fighting. Hey, knock it off. Stop. They stopped fighting. Alright. So let's see, what did I want to talk about? Because I know there was a lot. I own cats. Well, I have one cat who's a big, big fat boy. His name's Felix. We adopted him when he was 9 years old. And I think he's like 12 or 13 now. He's a lovely old man and I love him very much. And then there is a kitten in the house who is a big, big, long, asshole. Like, you know that old meme long cat where they'd, hold up the cat and he was just long? It's like one of those, literally, you just like pick up this cat and its spine is like a slinky and it just gets like longer and longer and longer. I started saying I got partnership, that I do remember. I actually remember talking about that because that was pretty exciting for little old me. What's my VR chat name? Unfortunately, I don't add people in VR chat that I don't know. Fat cat and long cat, essentially Vexra, and then we have a third one named Scout, who it just is really, really small, and they just like hide in like the corners of the room, and they just avoid people. You're a dog person. Honestly, I love dogs. I love cats. I just love animals. Animals are just like, if I could get a Shiba Inu. The Shiba Inu is my ultimate goal animal. They're such little assholes and have so much personality. It is a cat in a dog's body. And my god, I love them so much. I want a good old Biba Binu. What? Why you started making VR videos? Well, I've always been a VR streamer. First, I used to only stream VR chat. I used to stream VR chat twice a week, and I did that for like a year. And eventually, I was like, you know, let me try to be a rebel and like play some other games and stuff. And then people didn't really like that, and like 5 people would watch, and I said, That's fine if they don't like that, because I'm having fun. And I kept doing it, and you know what? Look at where we are today. We're cool. We got a funny little check mark. We make dumb YouTube video skits. So it's a lot of fun. Do you know what drives me? I'm not gonna say drives me nuts, but I find it goofy. So for the longest time, my most popular YouTube video was the first one that really exploded on my channel, which was me spinning around pretending to be a microwave. But a different video is about to beat that one in, like, views. The one where Goku shows up at my door when Drip Goku is outside of my house threateningly. That is about to be my most viewed video. And I don't know how to feel about that, because there's gonna be someone out there who the only thing they know me by is Goku showing up at my house. And it's like, I don't know how to feel about that. Thought the one that blew up was the sneeze. Well, Kame, that's the one that blew up on someone else's channel. And the video of Filthy Frank yelling at me, Kame, that has over 1 million views. Which is weird to think that some of, like, my IRL friends who I haven't talked to since, like, high school may have even seen that clip, you know. 1 million views is a lot of chances. Kinda cool that Mox is in the server. I talked to Mox. Mox is an absolute sweetheart. Mox gets a bad rep. Sent me a message, we chatted for a bit, and he was an absolute sweetheart. Stop with the microwave thing. No. When I do the microwave thing, I don't want to. There's a YouTube video of it up. I spin around, I go burr, I say ding. That is the epitome of my sense of comedy, is to just do dumb stuff. What OS I'm run on? Microsoft Windows XP. What's up, Raptor? How you doing? But yeah, honestly, it's been a lot of fun to make stuff, because every now and then I'll remake, like, older memes, and then sometimes I'll make my own little skits. And it's made me really happy when people have enjoyed either of those. Honestly, YouTube's a pretty shitty place. Like, the comment sections are absolutely awful, and oftentimes actually make me upset. But I try to focus on only, like, the good that comes from it, because a lot of people do enjoy the dumb stuff that I make. And, you know, the kind of comments where it's like, hey, you know, I love your videos. You always seem to upload them right when I wake up in the morning, and there's something great to wake up to. That kind of shit gives me the motivation to be like, to kick some ass. Like, it makes me happy. That's the kind of motivation that I look for and need in my day-to-day life. So that's the kind of stuff that I try to focus on. And a lot lately, people have, you know, because I just hit partner, a lot of people would be like, Whisper, what's your tips on streaming? Give me some tips. Obviously, you hacked the algorithm and it's got a crush on you, but how'd you do it? And I guess the biggest tip that I could give is, honestly, just have fun. The moment that you start trying to be something that you're not, people can tell. People can tell. And it's just have fun. Like, did I think I'd be sitting, like, if you asked me a year ago, hey, you, Whisper, are you gonna, like, make a good portion of your content as impersonating personal appliances and screaming? I'd be like, no, that sounds kind of fucking dumb. But at the end of the day, I've been having the time of my life, and I think people have been able to tell that I've just been having fun, and they've had fun too. But yeah, at the end of the day, just have fun, live your life. If you want to stream, take the first step. You know, you see a lot of, especially people who want to do VTubing. They seem to get stuck on that debut phase where they're like debuting to be announced. And honestly, you just have to take that step. Just dive straight into it. Double dragon walk run kick. Would I play Phasmophobia? I've played it twice on stream. But it's, at the end of the day, you need practice, you know? You're not gonna be able to hop right in and be able to just, you know, for example, talk. I know when I first started streaming, I streamed silent because I was too terrified to talk to people, and that's why I streamed VR. So I could still, you know, have a back and forth and interact with people. Like, you know, if someone comes in the chat, I'd be able to interact with body language. But, yeah, you have to take that first step and be able to try to put yourself out there to be able to learn as a person and a creator. Joe Cool, thank you for the follow and welcome on in. What's up, Battlethunk? How you doing? Can I do some Roblox streams? I don't like Roblox. I used to play Roblox when I was a wee little tyke, and it's changed a lot over the years. I've been watching a lot of Mudahar lately, and him going on about like these weird Roblox like cults have had me cackling and have kept me company at night. But we can talk about that in a couple minutes. One thing is I want to play the VR version of Roblox for an absolute meme. I want to be able to run around in the VR format. I just want to know what it's like. Shadow Phoenix, you fixed your name. Well, welcome on back, Phoenix. Fallout 76. I played Fallout 76 for when it first released, and honestly, it was kind of fun with friends for a little while, and then it wasn't. Then it got boring, really boring. But I remember one time. This is probably the coolest thing that ever happened to me in Fallout 76. Me and a friend had been playing for like every night for like 2 weeks. We finally got the codes to like set off one of the nukes. So we fight our way into the bunker. We're both low on ammo. We're like, you know, expert sound effects. So we fight our way down the bunker. We're both low on ammo. I'm starting to kick ass with my hands and feet. Ka-cha, ka-cha. I'm ripping ghouls and robots apart with vicious attacks. And anyways, it was brutal. So we get there, and I pick a random spot on the map to set off the nuke. I'm like, because he's like, you need to set it off now. And I'm like, and I push the big red button. We get out. But what we find out is where we sent it, there's already people gathering there. And what we find out is they launched a tank. Or somebody said tank in the chat, and I said tank. They launched a nuke, too. So we see that nuke coming in, and boom! It goes off. But then we look up in the sky, and we see a second one hurtling down on in. Just... And, we end up going into this absolute brutal wasteland, and it was kind of really fucking cool. So I think that was the coolest thing. I think I still have a recording of that happening. Yeah, I think I still have a recording of it happening, and just some brief exploration in it. But, yeah, no, 10 out of 10 would drop a nuke on a random town again. What's up, boy? How you doing? Also, I re-downloaded, Sea of Thieves.
Have you heard of Big Iron by Marty Robbins? Oh, bring this up because it was in Fallout New Vegas. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like your shitposts, vtuber.
Hey, Snickle, I appreciate the kind words and the 100 biddies. Of course, I've heard Big Iron. And Fallout New Vegas is still the best Fallout game. Don't at me. If you even try to argue, I'll break your neck. I'll just come up behind you and just... You're gone. You're dead. But, going on, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Sea of Thieves. So I re-downloaded Sea of Thieves, mostly because I've just had a big old hankering for sailing the Seven Seas. It may have a little something to do with the fact that a lot of people have been posting them singing sea shanties, and it's made me really envious. And it's been kind of cute, so I re-downloaded Sea of Thieves just because I wanna, Captain Morgan on the front of my boat as I spy a sloop on the distance, and I pull my sword, charge, and we slowly chase them as they sail away for like 30 minutes. And it's a great time all around, I'm sure, but we're definitely going to have one of those streams soon. I may have instantly bought like $20 worth of in-game cosmetics because I'm very easily influenced by cool game cosmetics, and that's why I don't play CSGO anymore, because I spent way too many money on crates and keys. But it's okay, because at least I'm looking fabulous. You got work? Alright, Kame. Have a wonderful night or morning. Yeah, you know what I mean. Have a good one, Kame. Everybody say bye, Kame. Kiss, kiss. Bye, Kame. Bye-bye. Fortnite or PUBG? Neither. I don't like either of them. CSGO is full of cheaters, so at least free CSGO is. Just call it night because you sleep. That's a mood. That's a mood. Do I like Bionicles? I used to love Bionicles. Ultimate Femboy, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. What I used to have, alright? I don't know if these are still a thing, but they were like roly-poly Bionicles. They came in like a sphere. They had little clip-clappy claws, and I would bundle them up, and I'd use them like a bowling ball. 2, I would pretend that, they had their own secret language and they'd talk to each other. 3, one of them came with a CD that was like a Bionicle computer game. My grandmother board wasn't too keen on letting me play it though, which I've been trying to find that game ever since because I want to play it. I want to actually play it. Luffy coming in and dropping a brand new Tier 1. Welcome on in. Enjoy your brand new emotes, Luffy. Thank you very, very much. And if you're in the Discord, enjoy your new role there too. Ninjago game, rise up. the Ninjago TV show physically hurt me. Like, it physically hurt me. Like, it is the epitome of, I'm going to say what I'm going to do right now, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say what you're doing right now, because you're doing it. Like, it was just like the most, like, it physically hurt me. The movie had some funny parts, I'll give them that. The movie made me giggle a little bit. Dab on the toasters. Let's get that bread. Pyro, let's get that bread. Made a huge monster. See, that's the best part about them wyverns. If you can just rip them apart, put them back together, now you got some absolute homunculi rocking around. And I love it. You know, that's why I used to love Legos. You could, well, I could have a Republic dropship, or I could have a super tank that I made myself. You know, you could do whatever you want, and it's fun. Duffy, which makes them disappointing. Look, alright? The way I see it, I could have called you MD, or I could have called you Luffy. There's no in between, because you start at the capitals. It's the same reason why my best friend Moto, his name is VDS Moto. I'm not gonna call him like VD Smoto. If I do, he'll beat the shit out of me, because he hates that. It's like, you just gotta start at the capitals and work your way down. It's how it works. What's up, Wagons and Scott? Appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. The only voice acting I can do, since I see some people talking about voices and stuff, is Gur from Invader Zim. I don't mean to brag, but I can do a mean Gur impression. And when you saw the robot, didn't expect the robotic voice too. Well, what can I say? It's the full package deal. When did I make my model? Again, if you check the FAQ down below, it'll let you know who made it. And I had gotten it done and finished in May of 2020. Why not a nice Gur? I can do nice Gur too. And the toaster on the street and you didn't let you brought it home was sad, because it's going to be your first toaster. You still don't have a toaster. Sorry to hear that, Sebas. Stop and say hi. Don't know exactly what to talk about, because I don't know much of once again. Let's say hi. What's up, Miles? How you doing? Full package, isn't that a wrestling move? So fun fact, one time, you know what? Here, I'll do my quick Gur impression, and then I'll talk about the time that I nearly broke my elbow in VR. So, like I said, I can do a pretty good Gur impression. I'm gonna sing the Doom song. How was it? Was it accurate? Was it good? Was it good? Did I hit the right notes? I see what amazing. So if anybody says it's bad, I'm just gonna ignore it, because at least one person said amazing. Alright, so when I was talking about, somebody said wrestling moves. So one time I nearly broke my elbow in VR. There's still definitely a clip of it out there. Maybe I'll try to find it and share it in the Discord. But, so what happened is, I'm playing VR chat. I have become Cat. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome on in. Take a seat. What I used to do when I streamed, I used to have a bed right next to me. Not anymore, since I moved and my play space changed. But there used to be a bed right next to me. And one thing I used to find really funny to do is if there's somebody in full body, like laying on the ground, or someone in a small avatar, I would go like, and I do a jumping, flying elbow drop on them, because I'd land in a bed. So one time, this is back when the default box was, the lag-free box was super popular. And, you know, I went la-da-da-da-da, midget Miku. Well, a little Miku, like, this big. So, they're like, hello. So, I reach down and I'm like, I feel where the bed is. I stand up, I adjust everything, so everything's all great. I hit the elbow, I jump, and I kept falling. And you know those moments, like, when in movies, when someone falls, and they have, like, the eternity, like, flash through their head? It was like that. Everything went into slow motion. It was straight up Spartan time. Alright, everything slowed down. I had time to contemplate every decision I've ever made in my life. I've had time, like, my life flash before my eyes. Other people's lives flash before my eyes. It was tragic. And then I hit the ground so hard that my VR base stations lost sync for a moment, and everything went gray. And like I was on the second floor, so like the entire like second floor of the house just went like because that was like 135 pounds just of dead weight just slamming elbow first into the ground. And like I get up, and at first like there's the moment of shock where it doesn't quite hurt yet, and I'm like, I'm fine, I'll walk it off, I'll continue streaming, and then that's when everything just went and just like came in at once. I'm like, everything is not fine, I'm in pain, I'm just gonna go. And I ended the stream. Thankfully I somehow did not break my elbow. It was just badly bruised for a few days. But I survived the ordeal. And lesson learned, I have not elbow dropped in VR since. Insanity personified. Thank you for the follow, and welcome on in. I seen the RTX on Morshoe. I don't know what that is. Fell asleep on a slide in 5th grade. Cracked it up to the growth bone. Yikes, that sounds painful. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to say. Because people are bringing up old Legend of Zelda, like, Faces of Evil quotes, and I have no idea why. But it's making me think about it. If you gotta head out, Raptor, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. Have I seen Wally? Of course I have. But, I've been streaming for, like, 2.5 years, somewhere around there. Sans Main, appreciate the follow. Thank you, welcome on in. And one thing I've never had was a subathon. Because, honestly, I've never really had a reason to, you know? I always had my emotes, and that's honestly, like, the biggest thing. The only reason I want more sub points is to get more emotes. But, around my, manufacturing day, which again is Valentine's Day, we're going to be holding a subathon to celebrate both hitting partner and for my birthday. And I'm kind of excited. Silver Quill, thank you for the follow. And how you doing, Messiah? For a second, I thought I said Sabaton. Not quite. What's up, Zephyr? But yeah, so I'm kind of excited. The hardest part is trying to think of, like, goals, like, sub-goals. Like, if we hit, 100, this is what's gonna happen. What's my favorite robot? 100% Gur. I die for Gur. But, there's two. There is two that I know I want to have as, like, sub-goals. One is playing The Legend of Zelda's, Faces of Evil or the Wand of Gamelon. Those old Philips CDI FMV ones that all the YouTube poops come from. My boy, it's time for dinner. Like, I love them. I love them so much. And I really look forward to maybe getting to stream some of them. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And Slime, I hope that they are both okay. And thank you for the kind words, Blue and Gravity. Thank you very much. You must die! That's what Morsu is, the shopkeeper, yeah. One more bomb. You want it? It's yours as long as you have enough rupees. It's, yeah, so that's one. Another one of the ones that I'd like to have is, you know, I know normally I'm just in normal Whisper, but you guys know I have different outfits. I have the, you know, the floaties, the goggles, I have the t-shirt, I have the Tachanka one. So I think it'd be a lot of fun to let, if we can hit the goal, let the chat decide on an outfit. Squadala! We're off! Rubies? No, not rubies. Rupees. The legendary, you know, coinage of the far-off land of the Hyrule. But yeah, so I know I definitely want those two, as there, as well as I'm open to ideas. So if you guys have any, like, goofy ideas for, like, sub-goals, let me know. Either throw them in chat, or if you're in the Discord, feel free to toss them in the stream suggestions channel. Because I'm a bit brain dead. I've been sitting there. I don't think so good if there's, like, pressure on me. When people sit there and they're like, no, it's fine, take your time, think about it. I will sit there and I'll just be like, ah! Ah! And I'll just like sit there and just like try to think, and it just don't work. And the same thing with YouTube videos. If I sit down and I try to think, what is my next YouTube video gonna be? I can't do it. My hard drive up here just goes, and it no work good. Transformer, appreciate the follow, welcome on in. So, I have to do everything like spur of the moment, but unfortunately with stuff like the subathon, I actually have to plan ahead, and I am not good about doing that at all. See you around, Wyvern, have a good one. How much physical RAM do I have installed? It's one of those, like, expansion packs for the, Nintendo 64. I got one of those plugged in, so it's about 4 megabytes. What's up, Kaiser? How you doing? But yeah, so if anybody has any suggestions for that, let this little bot know, because I even thought of a third one, but my ADHD self just went, and absolutely spaced out and forgot what it was. How much RAM do you have? That's what I'm saying. I got 4 megabytes. Like, but I'm honestly, I'm definitely looking forward to, playing the Faces of Evil, though. That sounds like a lot of dumb fun. Like, honestly, I think I'm just looking for an excuse to play it because somebody remade it for Windows 10. So, by the way, if you've ever wanted to play it, it's there to play. Somebody fan-made it, and it makes me happy. Downloading a virus into my hard drive at 2,000 subs. Honestly, I'm gonna also admit, you know what, here's another topic of discussion. One of my secret, like, guilty pleasures for, like, YouTube videos to watch, if, you know, I'm sitting there, it's like 3 a.m., I'm procrastinating charging for the night. One of my guilty pleasures is watching people with, virtual machines sit down and just download viruses into them. That is my guilty pleasure. I love watching people just absolutely fuck up a virtual machine with the dumbest viruses known to man. But I like it even more when they, like, explain how and why. I know that's probably the robotic equivalent of, like, watching a snuff film, but you know what? It's where we are. But I know Mudahar's made a whole bunch of those. I do more collab streams with my friends. Well, I got a collab planned for tomorrow at 9 p.m. Where we're playing some Among Us. I'm not going to be streaming it, but I'm going to be on their channel. And then Friday at, I think, 6, we're going to be playing some Dead by Daylight with some others. So, two collabs coming up next week. And then, on top of that, I've been watching a lot of Vinesauce Joel and him doing the FMV Fridays. That has also been my guilty pleasure. I watched all 4 parts of him play Harvester, which was like 10 hours of content, something like that. And I watched that over the period of like 2 days. I was playing Minecraft. I was also like, it was like, again, like 3 a.m. and I'm sitting there like zoned out, brain dead to it. Reaper! Aw, man. Thank you for coming in and dropping in that Twitch Prime. See that echo? That means it's dramatic. Thank you so much for deciding to use your Twitch Prime here, Reaper. Enjoy your brand new emotes. If you're in the Discord, enjoy the new role there too. So we back in the mine. Got our pickaxe swinging side to side, side to side. Got our hands up. I like Mudahar. I love Mudahar. He's got a great sense of humor. And honestly, even in his videos, like, when he's, like, talking about someone, even if he doesn't, completely agree with him, he's still a kind enough individual. So honestly, I like Mudahar. I also really like when he'll just break off into, like, a random string of, like, Hindi. Like, he was talking about Among Us hacks and stuff like that. And he's watching a video of a young Indian man who's like, if you do not understand my mother language, then please turn on the subtitles. So then Mudahar just like drops like a full just like paragraph and goes, I understand. And that, I don't know why that just tickles me pink, and I find it really, really funny. But yeah, so that's been one of my guilty pleasures, is watching his stuff too, and especially every time he goes into Roblox, for whatever reason, he manages to find, like, the dumbest stuff. The last one I watched was a cannibal, quote-unquote, cult, where there were people practicing cannibalism and eating poop in Roblox, and it's just like, it's like this exists. Alright? Someone out there was like, you know what? You know what the kids want right now? They want to eat poop. Like, and somebody went full Karen mode and, like, wrote up this entire, like, document on why this is the work of the devil and this is, like, this and that. And because someone said gay Jesus, it's unchristian and it's tainting the children, and it just is a little weird. Yeah. But would I have found that fucking funny as hell as a kid? Oh, fuck yeah. I remember there used to be a Flash video called Poop Goblin that I used to giggle at. It was all about a piece of poop. It was also a goblin. There was also a pimp. Like, I found that funny. If I found that funny, I think some dude being a cannibal and eating shit in Roblox would have been fucking hilarious. Because kids are stupid and they'll laugh at anything. Why do you think people watch my YouTube videos? Like a poop pimp, essentially. I make that model myself. If you check the FAQ down below, you will find the answer you seek. Humor's fucking stupid at times. No, I know my humor's trash. Like, I will put my hand up and I'll say, my name's Whisper. Welcome to Humor Anonymous. I find the dumbest shit funny. Like, it's okay, you can admit to it. I spun around and pretended I was a microwave. It be what it be. One thing that I find irrationally entertaining is those memes that get, like, so literal. Like, there's a point where the memes get so ironic that it's now a literal statement, but the joke is that it's a statement that's it, there is no joke. Like, I remember, like, just one example, it's, oh my god, this is so accurate, and then it's just a scoped sniper rifle. Like, I don't know, I just found it really funny. It made me giggle. If you suffer from lag, you could try turning the quality settings down a little bit. Because now that I'm a Twitch partner, I get access to all of the quality settings now. I watched Danny the Game Dev, can't say that I have. Oh, guys, I just thought of another... Actually, no, this wouldn't even be a subathon goal. It would be, just something to do sometime soon. I really want to play Undertale. I've never played it, and everybody says that Undertale is, like, really good, but it's, like, the fandom that's been really, really trash. So I think, I don't know, maybe I have to give it a try. Amen to the quality settings. Amen. There goes your 500 points. I answered your question. Undertale is good. Yeah, apparently a lot of people have said that, like, Undertale is great, and honestly, the biggest thing that kept me away from it was the fandom, because they just, like, Undertale came out, and I think Tumblr was still a lot more popular at the time, so Tumblr just slurped that up with an absolute vigor, and now it's like inseparable is having that atrocious type of fan base associated with it. Tumblr, yikes, exactly. The end of the game will have me crying. Hey, I played one shot, alright? I played one shot. I cried probably like 4 or 5 times from one shot. There's a reason why in my latest YouTube video I used one shot music. And that's because
I may not feel love, but I do feel
one
hate.
shot makes me so mad.
Have you ever played Destiny? It's one of my favorite games. Even with all the hate it gets, the art and music is gorgeous in that game.
I like the aesthetic of Destiny, Reaper. First off, thank you for the 200 biddies. I really like the aesthetic because I used to play Halo all the time, and the idea of Bungie's new game, I was all about that. I was like, this is awesome. The constant grinding of it, though, is not what I like in a game. It's the same reason why I don't really play the newer Borderlands games, pretty much any MMO. I just don't enjoy that grind. It's not what I look for in a game. When I play a game, I like to just vibe out and enjoy the game for the game that it is. I don't want to have to be like, oh man, I'm gonna have to grind to get the next more powerful gun that does 4 more damage and get this accumulator crystal thing that's gonna give me a plus 3% bonus and the yada 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 yada. It's not appealing to me. Gotta go? Alright. Have a good one. Nobody enjoys the grind. Yeah, it's kind of an unfortunate reality. Have I tried Metal Gear Revengeance? Oh, of course I have. I have beaten that more times than I can count. I beat it on every difficulty. I got to the point where I think it was like the blue wig that would give you infinite blade time. I loved Metal Gear Revengeance. It was, come on, the soundtrack. That soundtrack slapped hard. Rules of Nature, the Jetstream, Sam boss fight music. That slapped. That was some ear candy. That, have I thought about playing it again and streaming it? Absolutely. And I think I still might. Nano Machine, son. I used to play college ball, Jack. Danganronpa just doesn't seem that interesting to me. And apparently, that is another type of game where the fandom is just atrocious. Because, I don't know, I've heard a lot of people say, like, they'll try playing it and instantly people will come in and spoil it and attack them for the way that they're playing, and it's just like, I played Nier Automata. Nier Automata was okay, but it got boring fast. I like the art, I like the music, I like the story, but the gameplay got very stale to me. Jiggle Fat Fluffy Panda. Appreciate. Follow. Welcome on in. The memes, Jack. I played Ace Attorney. I can't say that I have. And you're right, no fandom is safe from the bad fans. But unfortunately for some fandoms, those bad fans are a lot louder and a lot more plentiful in number. I feel like that's most games and people stream. Honestly, yeah, because people seem to think that a lot of streamers want to just, like, beat the game. And they don't understand that, like, no, I'm playing the game because I want to have fun and experience it and share that experience with people. I don't care if I beat this one level or this one shrine, for example, in Breath of the Wild. I had someone come in and they were trying to backseat me, and I'm like, why? What does it matter if I take 5 minutes to figure this out or 30 seconds? I'm gonna figure it out eventually. And half the time, I figure out how to do it the wrong way. And it makes me laugh my ass off. Like, there's been at least, 3 times where I've done something, and somebody in the chat's like, I have, 300 hours in this game, and I didn't know you could do that. What the fuck? Sundowner's too easy, honestly. That was such an easy fight. Have I played Divinity Original Sin 2? Yes. It was a lot of fun until you hit late game, and then you stopped getting really any new abilities and spells, and it got very stale. But I really enjoyed running around as a group of undead, and all of them being like plague mages. You sit there and you all just heal each other until one fire spell goes off, and now the entire fucking battlefield has just gone like, wow, 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 wow. That was a lot of fun. Red Demon Cat, appreciate the follow. And I have played both Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. If you want to watch me play them, if you go down below and you go to the VOD channel, which is where I re-upload all of my Twitch streams, there is a playlist for both of the Doom games. So you can sit down and watch those if that's what you're interested in, Cola. And TABG is totally accurate Battlegrounds, I think. Which looks fun, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember if that's like the Battle Royale version or if that's the actual game, because I know every April Fool's they seem to make like a little joke game for it. One of my top favorite games to play. Well, it definitely changes. Because I hyper focus on stuff, and I will play like the same game for months on end. That's why I have like 900 hours in Escape from Tarkov, and I got it. I started running away, and I got it last May. Like I hyper focus on stuff. So honestly, some of my favorite games at the moment are definitely honestly, I haven't been playing a lot of games outside of games with friends. Like I said, I'm a social gamer. That's why I stream, is so I can keep that kind of interaction and conversation and have fun, have a good time, yada yada, ding dang dong. You know how it do be and how it do be go. Alright, let me get comfy. Let me take you guys. Ever since they updated OVR drop, it's gotten a lot more wacky. There we go. I'll put you guys right there. Actually, no, you guys need to, like, stay over here. Dab and scream. There you go. There we go. I'm gonna get comfy. I haven't laid down all day. You've been playing nothing but Stardew Valley. I don't like Stardew Valley. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had a lot of friends play it and try to be like Whisper. It's such a cool game. And, you know, I'm glad that they enjoy it, but I can't get into it. It don't make sense to me. You gotta go have a good one, Pyro. First saw Halo, was I blinded by its majesty? I was, Oma. I was. Where did I go? I went off. I ran away. I played Mario Galaxy. I have not played Mario Galaxy. But since I got my capture card, I'm really excited to play some more kinds of games. And again, we're gonna play the Nintendo Wii! That is what I'm excited for. That number 45. Appreciate the follow, welcome on in. But I'm excited to play the Wii. Like, right. I'm gonna tell you what games I got on that shelf right over there. I got, what shall we, whoa, where was I going with that? I have Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I got, Deal or No Deal. I got WarioWare, Mario Kart. I got Wii Sports. I got Wii Sports Resorts. I have, Wii Fit. Wii Party. So I am so excited. And let me try to pronounce your name correctly. Anarchist. Alright. Your L's and your X there made that a little bit confusing, but look, I saw through the lines. I read between the lines. I was able to figure out. Thank you for the follow. Have I thought about a zombie survival game like Dying Light? Well, I've already beaten Dying Light. I've already beaten Dead Island. So there just ain't a lot of them to really be playing. Dying Light's a massive hit. Dying Light was pretty good. Until they tried to make a battle royale out of it, and nobody played it because they tried charging like $30 for it. Hi, Hake. I hope I pronounced it correctly. If not, yell at me in the chat. Thank you so much for the follow. Do I have a wheel? I don't think so. But I'm sure I could get one secondhand for like $5. What the fuck did I join? I don't know. What the fuck you doing here, big bruh? Name like Big Bruh Yeet. You must be very cool in school, I'll tell you that. Sprouts for hockey. Alright, well, I'll try to keep that in mind. Coppin Rose, thank you very much for the follow. Enjoy your stay. I think I'm one of the first streamers who pronounce your name right. How can you not pronounce cynical? That is like an elementary school word, alright? I don't know if I was just like the strongest, like, elementary schooler ever, and I was just slapping down some books and flipping through the pages like an absolute Chad. But like, the word cynical is not a hard word. So am I gonna have to go out there and go like beat the shit out of some other streamers? Am I gonna have to beat some vocabulary into them? Because I swear to God I will. I will. Big Bruggy, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Goku's still visiting me. Thankfully not. Thankfully Goku's left me alone. I look like a proto-gen Clefairy. I'm not gonna argue with it. No one is... That's what I'm saying, Curry. I feel like, look, some people's names are confusing. Some people's names are actually confusing. Like, they'll put, like... Like, I hate to say it, Mexicutioner, but your name's a little bit confusing, especially if you're trying to, like, stream and it pops up on the side. That's the kind of name that I have to sit there and I have to be like... So it'll take me a hot minute to read something like that. Am I gonna play Super Mario 3D World? Probably not, because isn't it just remakes of old games? Yo, what's up, Steve? How you doing? Kinda scared of Twitch, yeah. It's called Clinical and Cylinder. It's entertaining that they've added an L in there. It is a remake, yeah, see. There's really no need to, like, go back and play some old games. Like, if I wanted to play the old games, I have a Nintendo 64 over there. I will play Mario 64 on my Nintendo 64. I don't need to download it on my Switch. Screw that. Let me play it in its glorious 480p. Have I played Pokemon Sword and Shield? No. I didn't really like them. I watched other people play them. Do I play the Craft? Are we talking about, like, Craftopia? Or are we talking about the Minecraft? Because those are two very different games. 3D World is on the Wii U. Aren't they? I know there's one coming out in, like a week. I think I've heard at least 5 different pronunciations. Vansgars. Is that correct? Am I the absolute gamer? Have you heard of Minecraft? The oldest console you had was a PS2. Well, my shelf over there, I got a PS1, I got a PS2, I have an NES, I have an N64, I have the OG Xbox, I have a 360, 2 GameCubes, and a Nintendo Wii. I love my old consoles. My old consoles make me really, really happy. Like, I don't collect a lot of things, but what I do collect is old consoles and Soviet Russian stuff. Those are the 2 things that I collect. The Game Boy, alright. If it was the OG Game Boy, maybe I can let it pass. That's a whole lot of systems. Like I said, it's one of the few things I collect. And I have it all on display, as well as all the disc cases as well. One shelf has all the consoles. The middle shelf is full of manga and VHSs. And the right shelf is full of all of the games for all of the systems. It's to collect pine cones. Honestly, that's a mood. I don't know why that just made me think of something. Do I know about object shows? I don't know what that means. Dr. M. Turd, thank you very much for the follow. But yeah, so that is the kind of stuff that I collect. Am I Pog? No, I'm not very Pog. But I don't know. You bringing up pine cones made me think of this one time. I used to have this stuffed animal, Grovile, you know, the Pokemon. And one day I was just bored out of my mind. So I'm like, that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm doing surgery. So we took out a steak knife and we cut open the Grovile and we took all the stuffing out of it. And I vividly remember I filled it with rocks. Like, I just went outside and I just filled him with rocks. And I grabbed it by the neck and I swung it like a lasso, and I went, and I yeeted it up into a tree where it got stuck, and it was up there for the entirety of a winter, and ended up coming down like 5 months later, where I threw it away. Yeah, I know that went from like 0 to 100, pretty quick. Neon Shadow and Calazan. Look, I'm trying, alright? I'm trying. Thank you guys for the follows. I'm trying out here. I'm trying my best. Or Awhile. Nah, see. It should have been a combustion, what can you say? But I used to love my stuffed animal stuff. My Pokemon stuffed animals. There was at one point I had a Latios one. That one was my favorite. I had a Plusle and Minun one. And they were pretty fire. They were pretty fire. I appreciated them. But the Grovile one, I don't know. I had some weird like vendetta against it. I also had a Sceptile one, but he was I liked him. The Grovile one though, That's why I murdered it, and I made it look like an accident. He threw himself up in that tree and filled his body with rocks. I had nothing to do with it. The Mystery Dungeon? No, but I loved Mystery Dungeon. I had it on the Game Boy. I had the red version. That game is delightful. Didn't they come out with it on the Switch recently? I might have to replay it. Or did they just come out with the demo for it and the game itself hasn't come out yet? Dusknoir was the best Pokemon villain. I don't know, there's some good ones out there. Yeah, the remade game is out on the Switch. I might have to revisit it then. Cry Havoc, appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. Because I have so many memories. Oh, I remember. Oh, this is some inner childhood rage I'm about to let out. I'm about to let out some pain from the inside. Isaac, thank you so much for coming on in with a raid. Thank you so very, very much. I hope you had a delightful stream. What were you playing? What were you doing? And welcome on in, everybody. Y'all don't know who I am. My name is Whisper. I'm a dumb robot. I play dumb games and I say dumb things. That is who I am. Alright, now I'm gonna do your best to pronounce your names. Juana and Gonzalito Goldel Bettis. If I messed up your name, I'm sorry. Feel free to correct me in the chat, and I'll do my best to remember it. But thank you very much for the follows, and welcome on in. But yes, so I vividly remember, like I said, I'm gonna let out some inner childhood pain right now. Alright. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. The red version for the Game Boy. The final part. There's a Mew that you can get. Alright? If you have like I think it was like a music box. And there was a Mew you could get, but it would only appear on like the 99th floor. So you had to go through this entire dungeon to see if it would appear. You get to the very end. Alright, you get to the very, very end, and there's a chance it might be there. So I'm there, it's there. But the thing is, every time you move, you take one step, the Mew takes a step. So you're sitting there, you're like, you could be chasing it, and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. And it drove me insane. I tried so many times to get this stupid fucking Mew. And I'm still salty over the fact that I never got it. I caught a Kyogre. I felt like a Chad. I wanted a Mew. Didn't happen. Still mad about it. Deku Full Cowl, appreciate the follow, welcome on in. So yeah, I'm still getting over it. I'm still getting it out of my system. You know, like 10 years later, just object shows are game shows. Only the contestants are objects that are anthropomorphic. That sounds peculiar. Sure, you'll get views someday. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to rebuy the game on my Game Boy and play through it, get to that part, and now with my newer, more developed CPU, now that I'm older, hunt down that Mew, and instead of catching it, just straight up kick its ass and just beat its face in until it is just a bludgeoned bloody mess. Use agility to have more moves per turn. Is that true, Emperor? Is that actually true? Could I have just been... Could that be true? Oh my god, dude. So you're saying all along I could have just ran faster for it? Like... Am I ready for new Pokemon Snap? I think that'll be pretty cool, because I have the original Pokemon Snap, and I thought it was going to be more exciting, but essentially, you ride around on a rail and you just take quirky little pictures. So I'm kind of hoping that it's actually like a free roam thing, like you actually get to go out and take the pictures yourself, which I think would be a lot more fun. So I'm really hoping I got my fingers crossed right here that that's more what it's like, and if it is, then that'll be pretty lit, as the kids do say. Usually get new parts as the older you get. You either get new parts, or you repurpose the ones you already got. That God Gamer, appreciate the follow, welcome on in. They hear about the leak of a Pokemon Pearl remake. They need to just stop remaking stuff. Look, I don't want to go back to Hoenn or Sinnoh for like the 40th time. I want a new game. Actually, I don't even know if I want a new Pokemon game. Like, there's like 800 Pokemon and I only know what like 4 of them are. Thoughts on Katamari? I've never played it. It looks kind of goofy fun, and I can appreciate that. But I've never played it myself, and if I ever did, that'd be kind of probably like a one-off stream or something. Can Pokemon Ranger come back? I remember Pokemon Ranger. That was the one on the DS, right? What if Sega remakes Sonic Adventure 1 and 2? I think we can all come together to make like a collective like agreement that Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 deserves a remake. Like, I'm talking, I want them to go all out, and like, I need some like RTX on in there, alright? I need like hyper realism. I want to go to the Chow Garden and think that I've actually given birth to these like virtual children. Or, hear me out. They make Sonic Adventure 3. But they make it for the GameCube for no reason. So it's the same like shitty tech that it's been on. But they just make a new one. I think that would be hilarious. At least remakes aren't as bad as sequels. They can be. They can be. Sometimes the remake will straight up just leave stuff out. People are still developing for the NES. That is true, Commander. There is a retro game store that Paige and I used to go to fairly often, and they would show off like just some NES games that people would make, and I thought it was pretty cool. Hopeless Bay and D Sunny, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome on in. Just give us the GameCube too, you cowards. Honestly, Nintendo is great at innovating stuff and making like such these cool like systems concepts. IPs, all this interesting stuff, but they are so out of touch as a game company, it is ridiculous. Like, all their DMCAs, all their, like the fact that the Switch doesn't use dedicated servers, that it uses peer-to-peer is disgusting. The fact that I think you can only connect it to Wi-Fi unless you get like some super adapter to get the Ethernet into it. It is, it's kind of lame. Would you believe this, that Sonic Unleashed was originally supposed to be Adventure 3, but they scrapped it? Unleashed was still pretty cool. Alright. Sonic the Werehog going in, beating some shit up. It was a change to the formula. It was also one of my very first Xbox 360 games. Nintendo loves making money, but also hates making money. Yeah, honestly, Critical's probably said it far better than I could ever, but like, Nintendo is atrocious when it comes to being up to date with how, like, gaming exists as a whole. Like, they're so out of touch that it's almost painful. But, you know, at least they've remade Super Mario 64 for like the 8th time on their newest console. That sure is exciting, ain't it? I sure love Mario 64. Mario 64 sure is cool. I love Mario 64. Honestly, the only good Mario 64 remake was on the Nintendo DS. That was the best one. You got to play it with friends. It was multiplayer. They didn't even need the game. Super Mario Sunshine's pretty fire, to be fair. That is true. And timed exclusive is so peculiar as an idea. Like playing as Yoshi in Mario 64 DS. Yeah, you can play as Yoshi, you can play as Mario, you can play as Wario, Luigi, all the game, and it was fun. Ultra, thank you for coming on in with a raid, dropping some friends off. How was your stream? What you play? WarioWare games are super fun. We're going to be playing one of those eventually. The Nintendo Wii one. What are my thoughts on Project 06? I'm not familiar with it, but by the way you're talking about it, I'm going to assume that it's a fan remake of Sonic 06 to make it actually halfway decent. And if that's the case, more power to them. I remember watching it like a background video where Sonic 06 was originally supposed to be multiplayer, like co-op. And there's still like residual code for it, and that is a scary, scary thought. One that we don't need to think about. Can't fix 06. To be honest, you can't. He's just kind of a bot, to be honest. Completing Super Mario 64 DS was a pain in the ass. It can be a pain in the ass, that's fine. As long as I can be Wario and hang out with my friends. Like so many issues in gameplay, but because 06 was rushed with a ton of content. Yeah, it is always sad when companies like enforce the crunch. I mean, the most obvious example we can point to is Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk has been... Do I even need to talk about all the problems with Cyberpunk? Cloudy, appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. 64 versus Sunshine versus Galaxy. Where do I stand? The only one I played, 64. And I don't know. I'd say it's a toss-up between Sunshine and 64, though. All the 3D Sonic games. Honestly, so many game companies live off of the crunch nowadays, and it's ridiculous. Half the time, they don't even get paid more and so many people don't see a problem with it, but it's awful. It is honestly awful, and I wish that they could evolve as a medium to not do that, or at the very least, get like a union or something, because it is ridiculous. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier in Gambessa, how we might actually play like the Faces of Evil on stream. Style the Rat Season 2, welcome on in, enjoy your stay. I like Sonic Riders, I never got to play it, and I'm still salty over it. Alright, I wanted it so bad, I thought it looked like the coolest thing ever. I'm like, Sonic, the fastest thing alive, on a hoverboard? Racing? What's not to love? So it was awesome. It was just fun. I started gaming on Twitch. What did I do to promote my channel? Make content. You know, same, I have not changed what I've done since I've started streaming. The only thing I've done since then is gotten more consistent. You stream, you make videos, you make little clips that you can drop in social media. You send out clips every now and then to the type of people who make videos for whatever kind of media. You know, back when I played VR chat, you know, I'd send stuff off to VR Funny and Foxy in the hopes that it would get featured, and if it did, that was a couple more eyes on me. Nowadays, every now and then, I throw stuff out to English VTubers out of context, for example, and I knock on wood and I say, you know, hopefully they'll be like, hey, that's a dumb robot. The sneeze was key. Yeah, who knew? All I had to do was record me sneezing. It's that easy. But, let's see, what time is it? I think we're going to be wrapping up in a couple minutes, just because I just wanted a short sit down and chat stream today. And we got a busy day tomorrow anyways. But, you know, before I go, I'm going to let you guys take a guess on something, alright? Me, as the delightful robot that I am, what do you think my favorite dance move is? The human, the sprinkler, the dab. No, I'm not seeing any right answers there. The robot! Did you just say that? That's robophobic, I'll have you know. That is robophobic. You can't just assume that because I'm a robot that I'd like to dance the robot. That's disgusting. Quite honestly, that's disgusting. It's the worm. Sleepless Mind. And a referfage. I feel like you just fell asleep on your keyboard when it came to making your Twitch name. Thank you for the follows. And Zephyr, thank you for the 100 biddies.
On my 3Ds I had Shiny 4 Mewtwo's, Shiny 6 Mews, Shiny 3 Celebi, 2 Shiny Shaman, 5 Darkrai, Shiny 8 Zekroms, 6 Shiny Reshiram, 2 Shiny Regitrios, 2 Shiny Keldeo, 4 Shiny Manaphy, 3 Shiny Jirachi, 2 Shiny Victini Majorina, and a Shiny Acreus.
See, I'm gonna be honest, whenever I had Pokemon for the DS, I would just slap an action replay in there and call it a day.
Thanks for actually responding to what I say. Have a good day and keep up the good work, comrade.
The best part of streaming is chatting with chat, and I'll say that again. Streamers who don't read their chat, it's not fun. The interaction, like I said, I'm a social gamer, and the interaction is what makes streaming fun to me. Thank you for the 100 biddies. But we're going to be wrapping up for today. Thank you guys so much for coming out to chat some shit with little old me. Even if we talked about pretty much everything. after stream, probably in the next half hour, 45 minutes or so, I'm going to upload a new video to YouTube. So keep an eye out on that. If you like what I do, my lovely Mod Curry is dropping the Twitter, the YouTube, and the Discord. So if you like what I do, join those in the chat. And I'll see y'all again, most likely tomorrow. So, give me a moment, stick around, because I'm going to send you guys off on a raid. So I'll see y'all soon. Alright, let me see who is on right now. Looks like we got a couple people playing Minecraft. So I'm gonna send you out their way. Alright. Our raid message is just gonna be a hi smiley face. Copy and paste it, and I'll see you there.